Try to get him in there, but there's a buzzard circling. Or not a buzzard, excuse me, a red-tailed hawk, I believe. He won't turn up where we can see his tail.
Yeah.
There's two, but
I think something dead around.
you know, people I've noticed, and I've noticed in other places, there are a lot of birds of prey and a lot of
You know, hawks, they hardly ever flop their wings to get tucked out too.
Well, did you know? I mean, I ain't joking. I mean, a chicken will hunker down, you know, and take shelter.
Yeah.
A hawk, you know what a hawk does, or an eagle? When a storm comes, they sail above the storm clouds, even if at night. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. That's what the internet says. Yeah, I said a hawk and an eagle will sail high above the storm.
Huh.
But yeah, he's gone there. But
well, that's something else, son. I never did know that.
Yeah, and these little roosters over here, they hunker down.
Yeah.
They got enough sense to get out of the weather though. But looking at Rome Mountain, by the way. You're looking at Rome Mountain. You can't see the bluff. It's back over here. But you know, I always heard it's God's country. And Cherokee legend tells that of a great deluge. Well, a deluge is a flood. See, he went to the river and took his dog, and he said the dog said there'll be a great deluge. He said, how do you know? He said, look at the back. This is a Cherokee legend. Look it up, YouTube, if you don't believe me. He said the Cherokee legend said that the dog spoke to his owner and said, my master has exposed a bone in the back of my neck. And he looked and he said, yeah, there was a great flood. It don't tell how that they survived. But he said there was people on the other side of the ridge all the time until that happened. He said, and then one day he went and he said there wasn't nothing but bones. And it don't give a time period. They know more about the ocean and space than they do ancient Native American men. Yeah. But they said that, in the creation story, said that one day people just showed up and there they was. But said that, you know, the earth was suspended from 4 cords. And it, you know, in the Bible it says it was without form. I mean, the Indians didn't have no Bible, and who knows how long this has been passed down. And most Indian creation stories are similar. Yeah. But I can't remember if it's the water beetle or turtle that come down. The heaven above got crowded, and they come down, and the water beetle went down and either got earth on his back, got mud, and it created earth. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and the first fire was in a hollow tree that lightning had struck, and then the water strider, a little water spider, went and got it after several attempts. The legend says that's how the black snake got blackened and things. I mean, just look into it; it's really interesting. But said that said there's a buzzard. I think it's a buzzard. Is some kind of big bird. Said that when he went looking for land, you know, without a Bible, how'd they know all this? I mean, it's curious. Look, here's pretty little wildflowers. But said without the buzzard, according to what the legend tells, we wouldn't have the mountains the way we did. Yeah. Because every time he got to the Blue Ridge Mountains, he got so tired. When his wings went down, it made valleys, and when they come up, it made ridges and hills. And I mean, it's they had to believe something. And you know, back in those days, people, I guarantee you, especially in 2025 and the days we're living in, people were more likely to go have a good afterlife and live without pain and suffering, like the Bible says, and you know, have a good afterlife and go home and be with King Jesus. And I can't rush my departure because there are too many people out there lost, and being called to preach has been a blessing. Before I run out of battery and lose this, I'm going to shut it down here, but remember, look up Buddy Brown. I don't want to take credit for somebody else's stuff, but look up Buddy Brown. Leave instructions for those left behind. Watch that and do it. He starts it off by saying, don't pour salt in the wound, and it's how to get people saved. He said, his wife said that they're going to some good firewood, but his wife's going to frame it and put it over their door. You're finding her home because we went to be with King Jesus. There's going to be immense pressure for you to take a mark on your right hand or in your forehead. Do not do it. Endure to your last breath. Yeah. I couldn't imagine what it's going to be like. Put all your faith in Jesus, people, and write that down. If you don't want to Buddy Brown, make something along those lines. But he said, don't start it out by pouring salt in the wound. I'm not using Buddy's words, but hey, you ding dong, you left behind because you're hard-headed. Don't start it off like that. And pray for my atheist buddy that he won't be left behind, but he won't take the mark. I feel pretty confident, but I've never had nobody say we could agree to disagree and still get along about politics or anything. and pokeberries. They're very poisonous, and they got a lot of medicinal uses. And when it's small and young, you can cut them off and eat it. But
Yeah. Mom, right, it smells just like chicken or fish or fry.
yeah, and
right, roll it in meat.
and they definitely ain't no bears around, are they, Rooster?
No.
They definitely ain't no bears. They can be up there, they can be gone, they'll be
Yeah,
flattened.
well,
But hey, y'all, take care. And hey, look here. Let me see how I spin her down here. I'm glad y'all got to see me. Take care.